policy of Malaysia in that regard, and quite a few of the parents stood up and said, well, our mother tongue is English.
Yeah, actually.
And it's their one language, except what they have to learn outside. And so that's
true.
Again, we don't think about that.
I never thought of that 20 years ago. I never thought of English as a Philippine mother tongue. It's a recent realization, seeing how media, of course, and the internet, they even have accents. The kids in Mindanao, they have Cartoon Network accents for their English, and then they have really good, their mother tongue. So it's an interesting. I haven't really looked into it in greater depth, but it just tells me, at least, that the linguistic landscape of the Philippines includes English as one of the languages.
You can give a speech on that next time.
Yeah.
We meet. All right. Now, just one final comment. What hasn't been mentioned enough is the kind of research which also shows that, to the extent that one masters a mother tongue in terms of literacy, it is then easier to become literate in a national language or English. It seems counterintuitive that you learn a second language better by starting in a first language. But a lot of the research you mentioned and others shows that. But trying to convince policymakers and parents that they will learn English better, their children will learn English better by not learning English, is difficult to do. But the research shows it's the case. Let us very much then, at the end of our session, thank Psyche and thank Dr. Martin for these very different but interesting discussions. Thank you.
A big round of applause once again for the first plenary session for today. And thank you very much for the panelists and the moderator. And I'd like to remind you with the, please submit any questions or comments you have during the conference throughout. You can submit by visiting the URL that's just shown just now. Yeah. And selected questions will then be addressed by a panel of experts during the final plenary session. Okay, there's the QR code that you can use.
This is to remind you again that there have been some changes in the program, so please see online for the most recent version. And also, speakers for tomorrow, please see your moderators to discuss things before the talk. And Mr. Jeffrey Cruz, please see Mr. Arif Ullah at the registration desk.
So we have about 20 minutes. And this one. Meharan Nesa, Satya Pushan, and Varada Mohan. Please contact Dr. Debanjan Chakrabarti, the Director of East and Northeast India, through his WhatsApp at 1991. Sorry, too sleepy. 919-8308-22666. And we will take a 20-minute break at the foyer, and the next para session. Next para session will start at 3:30 in each room. Please bring your belongings with you. We will resume the first para session, which has divided into different rooms once again. Ballroom A, B, and C. And now Kimo would like to do some announcements.
Excuse me, if I can have your attention for one more minute. I represent the organizers, and I'm going to tell you, don't trust what you see in this book, okay? We have about 10 changes to the printed program. The online version is up to date, and now on every door outside, all the changes are posted. There were already people who went to sessions this morning to present, and they realized that their session doesn't exist. If this is the case, check the doors. Next session, if you want to hear more about the Philippines by Gage Shell, go to that session displayed. It's not going to happen on the last day. If you want to know about Bhutan, go to this session on South Asia. That's not going to take place tomorrow. And for more changes, please see the posted sheets on all the meeting room doors. Thank you.
And lost and found, we found the thumb drive by UNESCO's SDG. 16 gigabyte. Anybody has lost it, please come and collect it from me. Okay.